Hello all, this is Cake, and this is actually another rant, but I don't want it to be a rant. It's more of a concern for League of Legends and per se. I've had my bouts, just like a relationship. You know, you have your ups and downs with relationships. One of the things that came across to me was the redoing of Twisted Treeline. I'm going to try to give my explanation of why I disagree with the move, partly, and what I think should be done. First off, let me start off with talking about my personal experience, so you know I'm not talking as a complete noob. I am a 3+ year veteran of Twisted Treeline. I started playing League of Legends 3+ years ago. And Twisted Treeline is my favorite map. So I'm a hardcore veteran of Twisted Treeline. I play for fun. I don't play for competitive aspect. So a lot of you competitive players will may have something that you'll disagree with what I say. But please bear in mind that I play this game for fun on my off times. I have a working real life. And so, with all due respect, just hear me out, please. Okay, so as a veteran of League of Legends, and I've just played this game for fun, like I said, Twisted Treeline has become my favorite game out of all of the maps. And the reason why is there's something about just having 3 people. I always play random people, random players. You know, you get your bad champions or bad players. You get your brand new players, and you get people who have played the game for a long time. And we try to help out the community by getting better. Say, hey, don't go there. Place a ward in this area. Can you please buy a ward? Hey, I'm ganking. Here, this person is Mia. Anyways, Twisted Treeline, I didn't see anything broken with it. I saw it as a really good, fast-paced, decently fast-paced, but not too fast-paced, strategy game. Now, the strategy game is you have to use ward placement, as any strategy game is map awareness. Wards were a very needed object in Twisted Treeline, especially if you have some stealth characters. And you know, getting rid of that, I'm a little hesitant on that. But it was a complete overhaul of the map. I remember you could flash over the wall at the very end of the game to rush down the enemy if you wanted to rush down, because I noticed whenever I read what Riot was trying to do with the new Twisted Treeline map, they wanted to help out with the rushing at the end. Well, you could do that with Flash. You flash over the wall and you easily destroy the Nexus. It was that simple. And you had to put wards around your base so that you would be able to prevent that from happening. Moving on, I'm going to use the analogy of Coca-Cola. Back in the day, I don't know if a lot of you know the history of Coca-Cola, but one of the times they decided, hey, we're going to try this new flavor. And in making this new flavor of Coca-Cola, we're going to discontinue the old Coca-Cola. Well, the history of Coca-Cola is this. The people hated it. They hated it so much they stopped buying the product. So what happened was Coca-Cola said, okay, we're losing money now. Once you touch their wallets, it becomes very personal. And they said, you know what, we'll bring back Coca-Cola and we'll call it Coca-Cola Classic. And so it came back and people stuck with Coca-Cola Classic. I don't even know. I haven't actually seen the new Coke in like so long, for quite some time. I haven't even seen the new Coke. Nobody wants the new Coke. I knew it tasted bad when I was a kid and tried it. But we're going to go back down to League of Legends, and we're going to use that analogy. You have players who feel comfortable with Twisted Treeline, because this is what we're talking about. You have players who feel very comfortable with Twisted Treeline. It's been a staple in the gameplay, because it's the only map that certain players like myself enjoy playing. I don't like playing 5v5 as much as I do playing 3v3, because it's much faster paced. But then you introduce this totally brand new map, and it's not a bad map. It's not a bad map, and the spider is an awesome idea, by the way. But it's not a bad map, but it's a completely new map. It is a completely new map. You can't say it's not a new map. It is a new map because you no longer have this bottom and top lane and a middle section that you have to protect, but now you have these 8-way cross sections that it becomes more of a rush down style play. It's no longer based on strategy anymore. It's more of a, somebody explained it pretty good, a Call of Duty like feel to it. It really feels like it's really rushed. It feels like unless you have rushdown characters, if you don't have stealth characters, if you don't have characters that can like I mean, I play Rengar because he's fun. He jumps out of the bush, he's a blast. But he's now even more overpowered on this new map because I can stealth, go walk around and gank. I mean, it's not even a gank anymore because in reality a gank is you have players that go missing and then all of a sudden 5 seconds later they reappear to go behind flanking the individual. But on this one, since you have like 4 different paths to choose, it no longer becomes ganking. And then also this new map, it becomes multitask oriented. Instead of going for a I live by this term, it's called keep it simple stupid, KISS. Instead of going for the simple idea of destroying their turrets and destroying their man, I can't even remember it. But it's you destroy their next object and then the nexus. It's a very simple, very sequential step order procedure that you do to take over the base. Now it becomes, now you have to worry about wards, or not wards, but the you have the runner thing where you go over it and it gives you a speed boost. You have those 2 platforms where you go over it to capture points, and so no longer are you focused on one main mission of pushing the lane into complete victory, but now you have all these side quests you have to do at the same time. So no longer it's a rushdown game. Not only that, but it is, you have to think in multitask oriented, and that's great in Dominion. Like I said, it's a great map. I think it's a great map, but it's a totally new map. So what I suggest is what a lot of players suggesting. Bring us back. For the veteran players, bring us back the Twisted Treeline that we know and that we love as Twisted Treeline that made it fun. Bring us that map back, and if you want, leave the new map as a new map. It's a great map. It is not a bad map. I love the spider. It's really weird. The spider captures you in the spider web. There's so many great aspects to this new map. But the fact is, you took away our Coca-Cola Classic and you've given us this new product that we don't like the taste of, and so we will discontinue using your product. Meaning, we're not going to be playing in Twisted Treeline anymore because it's just not Twisted Treeline. It's a you should call it, instead of Twisted Treeline, you should call it half Dominion, half Rushdown, half mix-up, so you get 150% of something. That's not even Twisted Treeline. It's no longer a strategy game. It's not a game based upon strategy anymore. It's a game based upon rushdown. That's how I felt when I was playing it for the first time, and I was like, this is not Twisted Treeline. We have deviated against what the whole main fun aspect of what Twisted Treeline was, and we have brought us this new Coca-Cola, and we don't like the taste of it. Us veteran players don't like the taste of your new Coca-Cola, Riot. So please, for the sake of the fans, before you lose, I don't know if I'm gonna quit completely because I love playing Rengar, but I'm sure some people would probably quit that just play Twisted Treeline and nothing else, because I'm a huge fan of Twisted Treeline. I hardly ever play 5v5. I'm the very first person who has ever put up a 10-win spree video on YouTube. I put up 2 10-win spree videos on the net before anybody else did. Seriously. You can look up, just type in 10 win spree. I am the very first person who has ever put up a 10 win spree video, and I used Twisted Treeline to do that. But with this new map, it's impossible. The outcome is completely random. You don't have a guaranteed possibility of getting a win streaks with this, because there's so many random possibilities with capturing the points will give you a boost. So you have to worry about that, as well as pushing the tower, as well as not being cornered with all these extra inlets. It's just way too much randomness. There's no possible way that I can say, today I'm going to get 3 wins guaranteed, because I can play well and I can help out my teammates because they don't know what they're doing, and I can help them out. Hey, say, here you go, don't do this, do this. You know, I can be a good sport to them. This is chaotic. I felt like it was really chaotic. I felt it was pushed upon us in the wrong way, and I seriously, I really want you guys to just separate the maps into 2 different maps. If it's a server thing, well, then have us as players, you know, move a portion of the money, of the proceeds that we pay for skins into a new server, so that we can have both maps, so that both parties can be happy. Because I'm not happy, and I'm not saying I'm leaving, but I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in the route that this has taken, that Riot would say we're just forcefully pushing this upon all Twisted Treeline players without any early judgment, whatever. And this has gone on way too long, but I just wanted to speak from somebody who has played this game for quite some time and who has enjoyed it, as well as gotten frustrated with it. Somebody who has come at all angles and learned and grown in this game. So if you could please just take my thoughts into just, you know, just one of those things, you know. I really hope that this doesn't become the end-all be-all. I really hope that you guys can make more new maps. But for us veteran Twisted Treeline players, I speak for all of them, saying that I think you approach this the wrong way, and I really hope that you reconsider your choice in this matter. So this is the cake. For anybody else who agrees with this, please sign this as a petition video and forward it to your Riot staff. Anyway, so this is cake. I'm out. You have a good day. Bye.